There's a guy on Twitter, I guess named Joe Cronin.
And he's got a cool way of talking in the microphone. You suck Joe Cronin's dick, fucking faggot. And or some various version of that.
You're listening to The Joe Cronin Show.
Don't forget to like, comment, and body slam that subscribe button.
This is the epic voice guy, and I can honestly say, Joe Cronin is god awful, that is. You guys seriously listen to this guy? And now it's time for The Joe Cronin Show.
And he's got a cool way of talking in the microphone.
What's up, wrestling fans? Monday Night Raw, June 25th, 2018. You know, one thing I'll say about this show, right off the bat, is, you know, I felt that I was a little bit tired, but not quite in the major coma that I usually am, but I was pretty tired. But I don't know, part of me a little bit kind of, I'll say a little bit kind of enjoyed the pacing or some of the placement of the ideas that they had tonight. You know. Hey, No Death's chiming in.
My name is Kane and I'm donating.
Sup mofuckers, I'm backing in donation mode. Sup Joe and Jake, this chick I've been seeing has been draining my wallet and my cock, but I'm back in full blast.
Killer.
Raw was the same shit, but bitch Bailey is best for business.
Kill her. No Death.
Hashtag RIP Vinnie Paul. Hashtag crying metal tears.
I know, man. I still can't get over Vinnie Paul being dead. You know, I didn't even get a haircut. Somebody said nice haircut. I don't have a haircut. I'm just not wearing a hat right now. This is not a haircut. Well, I did cut it a couple weeks ago. Like 3 weeks ago, I think, or 2 weeks ago. But I just shaved some of it, and I don't know. It's maybe that, I don't know. Maybe it is a haircut. I don't even know. But yeah, what's up to No Death? No Death, thank you so much, my buddy, for starting the show off with the 666 Kane donation. Appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know, the pacing tonight. I felt like it was a little bit better than usual. I don't normally like to give my review right up front. I don't know yet if I want to, but what I will say is I'm flirting with a 5 out of 10 maybe, which is higher than the 4s and 3s we've been given Raw. I mean, maybe not. Maybe it should be lower. Maybe it should be 4. I don't know. Something about the pacing was kind of fun. I'd give it a kids PG 4 out of 10, you know, or something, or 5 out of 10, something like that. But for me, I didn't care that much for it. But you know, it was what it was. Jake, what is your impression of Raw?
I'm trying not to be so negative tonight, but like, my God, I really didn't care for any of it tonight. I know a lot of people are like, oh, this was okay. I didn't like any of it. I consider it, you know, Mr. Bad Mood with a headache or what, but the intro really bothered me. I know they're going with it with the storylines, but I said to you before Money in the Bank, like, I think right after the Saudi Arabia show, that we weren't sure if Brock was going to wrestle at Money in the Bank as well as SummerSlam. And then I know they're making it into a storyline tonight by saying, like, oh, we just can't find the right opponent for him. But I said to you then, and out of nowhere, that they were having contract issues with him and agreements about payment. And, you know, they're turning it into a story, obviously, trying to make it somewhat kayfabe. But some of those issues are coming to light. You never know. Could you imagine if he's not there at SummerSlam?
Oh, I mean, my God.
It would be awful, but it's not out of the realm of possibility at this point.
And
they're trying to back up SummerSlam by adding in, you know, the return of John Cena, bring out The Undertaker, things like that, just in case Brock's not going to be there.
But he's also not going to be at Extreme Rules, so what does that mean? Like, I don't, you know.
In his mind, I guess, from recent standings, is that he only has so much time left to make another run at the UFC, and that's something he really wants to do.
You got to be kidding me. I can't believe it.
I can believe it, but ever since he was barred for a year after his Mike Hunt fight and had that, you know, win stripped from him, that's been something he's really wanted to go in and, like, you know, reconcile. He doesn't like that being his last standing in the UFC.
Now, is anybody else hearing the bassiness that I'm hearing, or is there Or maybe it's my microphone. Maybe it's my headphones. Maybe my headphones are blown. D Moon sounded like this when I talked to him yesterday. He has the same mic as you. I don't know. It was weird, but it's not. I don't know if it's you or if it's my. It could be my headset. Like that's the thing. It might not be you. Does he sound bassy and distorted to everybody else? Let me know.
We'll find out in the chat.
I don't know. It might not. It might be. It's almost like your volume's up too high or something. But it's bassy here. Yeah, everybody's saying it. Yeah, okay. So I've been saying the same thing. I don't know what's been going on. But
could be Skype since it did update yesterday.
It could be something with today, Skype. Yeah, because D Moon had happened to too, and I was like, "What is going on?"
Chat, let me know. I'm going to play with something really quick. Just don't look at me.
He is still suspended, says Eddie.
Yeah, he still has the suspension, but it because he had to serve a year past.
Yeah, maybe go to your sound settings or whatever, and then go to recording, and then drag the microphone volume from 100.
Yeah, I just switched it a little bit. We'll see if that makes a difference.
Yeah, you sound better now. Yeah, you were like blowing it out.
Switched it.
Jake sounds like getting blown out. I mean, blown out. Yeah, Ray, you know. Yeah, I'll blow him out, Ray. You know I will. Right. Guys, what's up?
I think Skype reset all the volume levels.
Well,
so.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. Skype with their reset shit. Hit that like button down below, guys, if you want. If you're new to the channel, guys, hit the subscribe button. I do wrestling reviews after every WWE show. And, of course, we had tons of news videos, podcasts. We did a 1-hour State of the WWE today. Interesting talk we had today, especially if anybody didn't hear the State of the WWE today. One of the biggest things was probably wasn't the State of the WWE. It was our kind of talk about what could have been during the invasion angle and Steve Austin's heel turn with Vince McMahon back in 2001 or whatever it was. So that was that was interesting stuff. You know, my hair does look different, maybe it does. Maybe I think it's just I'm not wearing a hat. You know, I mean, I've had this haircut for weeks, but I think it's just, you know, I didn't put a hat on. But hey, I'm down for anything, man. I'm down to get weird. I hope you guys subscribe down below. And if you want to donate tonight or hit us up with a super chat question or comment or comment, whichever it is, all the donation amounts are listed in the description box all the way at the bottom of the description. So just click the show more and expand it down and we can read all what they are. Feel free to do that tonight or use the $ in the super chat box to do it that way if you want tonight. And then that's about it. Let me move on now to Raw again. The crowd was pretty good, up and down, sort of like a San Diego crowd would normally be, I think.
We Want Todd made me laugh. I'll give you that much.
Dude, Todd's more over than No Way Jose.
That's right.
That's not good.
And that's the same thing that happened, you know, with, just like before. You know, we saw it with the bunny.
Yep, the bunny got over Adam Rose.
Yep, Adam had the same thing happen, and it's just, what do you expect?
Are you fucking stupid, WWE? Are you dumb? I want to know. Are you stupid? You brought Adam Rose up to the main roster. You brought all these hooligans outside of the ring with him. Did the same garbage thing, and then a bunny got over. You do the same thing with No Way Jose, and what happens? Todd gets over. Why in the world?
First Nicholas, then Todd, you know?
Why in the world would they focus on one guy like that? Like, they had to have known that the dorky guy being like, Todd, would get a reaction from the crowd. Like I mean, how do you not know at this point?
I'm just hoping it doesn't turn into something going forward.
No, I wouldn't think so. But what I would say is if I was watching in the back,
you never know. They oh shit, you know, we had Nicholas T-shirts. Had he not been having school, if it was summertime,
well, unless Todd has,
we would have saw him more.
Unless Todd has like breast cancer or something, I don't think it's happening. You know, where's that shit?
Yeah, I don't know.
But no, I don't think.
I hope not. Next week, I hope we don't see Todd turning on No Way Jose.
But you've got to be sitting in the back. Somebody in the back has to be sitting there watching that and being like, you know what? Fucking Todd is over. Over everything. Over everything we did out here. This cocksucker Todd is over. Todd! He's over. Like, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I mean, and that segment was god awful. I couldn't give two shits about half the people on Raw, and that's awful, absolutely awful. But there's not many people that I care for whatsoever on the Raw roster.
No,
and a lot of that is their fault. You know, I'm like, it's not like I'm just being outright cynical. People are like, oh, Dolph put on a good match. I was like, yeah, but I don't give two shits that he wins. I respect that it's a good match, but it does nothing for me, him being the IC champ. You know, Drew McIntyre is interesting at this point in time, but we'll see how far they go with it. Mojo Rawley, because he's suddenly back out and on the microphone. Who gives a shit about Mojo? It's just things like this that, you know, now we're supposed to care about Bayley and Sasha when they executed this 6 months too late.
He did kind of have a scary promo. I liked a little bit of what he was doing, but yeah, it's kind of like whatever. I
but
didn't
next
care
week he'll
for
be
it.
off TV for 3 months again. Then
Yeah.
they'll come and they'll start to use him again, and then they take him away. Then he'll win the Andre the Giant Battle Memorial Royal, you know, over the top rope extravaganza.
That must be one of those house show rivalries that they got to put it on TV for a minute and then they run
just to
3
fill
weeks.
time, yeah.
Well, that and then, you know, for 3 weeks they can run it on house shows because people are aware of it if they watch Raw. They're like,
Yeah,
oh,
exactly.
I get it. That's one of those house show things. That's fucking ridiculous. Official
That's why
dots.
they brought Kurt Hawkins back out for a little bit.
Right.
Because he's at all the house shows losing, and they wanted to make it so he can go out and talk on the mic for 5 minutes about his losing streak, and tonight's the night, and
Amazing they
have
haven't
to
done
remind
it.
people.
Amazing they haven't done it with Mike Bennett yet, to be honest.
He's been on most of the house shows, too, losing.
Hi, everybody.
He just lost to Mojo.
I'm Joe Cronin alongside No Way Jose. No Way Jose, what do you think about your WWE career so far? I just sucked Vince McMahon's cock in the back. No, I don't know. Official Dots, what's up, man?
Nothing much. I think I know what they were doing with AOP while they were out the past few months.
What's that?
I think they were teaching them English. I know they spoke it a little bit in NXT, but I think that if they would have kept them without that and maybe put them with a different manager, that's why Paul Ellering was so good for them. They could just go in there, kick ass, and leave and not say anything. It just made them more badass when they were speaking a different language at the other team.
Yeah, I had no idea they didn't speak English then. Aren't they Samoan?
I think so, yeah.
I think they're Samoan or something like.
But most of the time in NXT, they were just speaking that in the ring. They didn't say anything else, and I like that so much more than what they're doing now.
Yeah, they were strong sound. Do we know that they didn't speak English to begin with, though?
I know they didn't in NXT.
I'm saying
that I know of.
Non-kayfabe, you know?
True.
Maybe they couldn't. Maybe Vince got mad that he couldn't converse with them enough, and he was like, "Teach them English, motherfuckers." Imagine that.
Yeah, really,
they
he
taught
got
him English.
frustrated. He's already sending Bayley to counseling, so now he's going to send Nakamura and Asuka to, you know.
What did you think when I heard that? I just went, "Oh Christ! Here, why?"
And people are like, "Oh, it worked with Team Hell." No, that's because you had Daniel Bryan and Kane at like the peak of their, you know, charisma.
And it didn't work with me.
team.
It didn't work for me though. I watched that,
And it still wasn't great. Yeah, it still wasn't like there was a few moments that made you laugh, but a lot of it went on far too long.
Yeah, I don't know.
What did you think about Bobby Lashley's little stint on Roman Reigns?
Well, that was Bobby Lashley. Like we kind of got a little bit of real Bobby Lashley tonight. But again, what were they doing jerking him around for months then? Like, why didn't they give us this kind of Lashley right from the beginning? This sort of serious Lashley. But I don't know. He was pretty good tonight, though. Pretty good. But you could still.
Yeah, he wasn't bad. You know, he pointed out some of the things that the audience has tried to, you know, get through Creative Skull for years now. You've had years and years, Roman, to get the title and be the guy. It hasn't happened. Move on.
I think that
easy to get behind.
Well, Joe in the chat says he thinks AOP were having visa issues.
Yeah, that was most of what we heard on the dirt sheets, but
could be.
They're showing a bit of heel tendencies from Reigns in that tag match. I don't think that's going to lead anywhere, but I kind of liked it.
You know, I didn't care too much about that tag match, but we were talking about this, I think, on State of the WWE, where we were like, imagine a big win over somebody like Brock Lesnar, and we said, well, that might be too much over Lesnar, Kurt Hawkins over Lesnar, but Kurt Hawkins over somebody else like Kevin Owens could be really big. The Revival pinning Roman was pretty funny, but also kind of a big deal for them, even though, it was a dysfunctional team they were facing. Pretty interesting that they got that pin there, and I don't know. I didn't care to watch it much because it was the same old shit we've seen a million times. I thought Raw's opening was very generic. I didn't care too much for it, It was interesting. They brought up the Brock Lesnar having contract negotiations. It almost feels like they think they have Lesnar coming to something, so they build towards it. And then if he decides to not, if he in real life says, "No, I'm not doing that one," then they go to the storyline that he backed out. Does that feel like they're really doing that? They're like kayfabing, non-kayfabe. Like, it's really weird. I almost feel like they're doing that.
It kind of does feel that way, but
I don't know. It could just be that
you're not crazy.
Could have been the story they built all along. You know. Thank you, Dots, for the call. Official Dots, been our PUBG buddy through some of these nights as well.
It's gonna be annoying for a second and tap.
Yeah, it's on.
It is
That's on.
Okay.
You know,
because it switched to the the cam mic for a minute.
We got to get you a windscreen anyway for that, because those are like 100% necessary on that mic. I never sent you a windscreen.
Yeah, I'll have to look into that.
But you've sounded fine on it like other nights. So like I always think like, wow, I can't believe he sounds okay on that without a windscreen.
Yeah, I luck out. I don't know. I definitely noticed everything's reset, so I'm going through and changing everything slowly.
It's just you're loud. Like, I don't know. It's weird. Like, Dots was wicked low, and you're wicked loud. Like, it's bizarre. Like, you're, like, vibrating when you're talking to that thing. But, Skype has been having major issues. Because you never sound... I never, ever think that you sound wrong. But, tonight, I noticed it. Real quick, let me play a couple of these. We got a couple donations coming in, a couple questions, a couple of comments.
Super Chat Party.
Finn Balor forever.
Raw was horrible as usual, but hey, wouldn't have it any other way on my 30th B-Day.
Happy birthday.
Let's party, brother Cronin.
Happy birthday, Finn Balor forever. Happy 30th birthday, Finn Balor forever. Thank you for the $5. I should be sending you beer or something. Hey, my birthday's Thursday, so, you know, it's pretty good, man. Welcome to 30s. I'm 34. What the fuck? Or I will be 34 in a couple days. What is going on? Why am I 34? Why in the world? God damn it. Why?
You're getting old on us.
Shit bum.
What up, Joe and Jake? Raw was AidZ as usual. Rollins and Ziggler had a good match. Liked Bailey's attack on Sasha and Alexis promo, but the rest was boring as hell.
Yeah, I agree. Triple Gaming, thank you. The Bailey attack was pretty decent because of the crowd responding to it. So Triple Gaming, thank you. Part of that had to do with them being in San Diego, Bailey's hometown. So that was a big deal. I'd rather see Sasha be the heel, because Sasha needs to go heel again, because she's terrible as a face at this point. So Killer Trap Fame 1000 Gaming, thank you for that's a huge name. Thank you for subbing to the channel. And thanks to Triple Gaming and Casey is Raw, and everybody who's dropping on a couple bucks. Null Death, Finn Balor Forever, and everybody else coming up. We got some more coming in here. Killer Trap, thanks for subbing. We're having a subscription party. Have a drink.
Super Chat Party.
Once again, Roman almost cursing in a promo.
Yeah, he tried to get that shit out there. He's like, this is all shit. The crowd like chuckled a little bit. Brian S., thanks for the $2. Yeah. It was stupid. Dumb beginning to Raw. I thought the Sasha Bailey stuff was pretty decent. Braun just is so bad that it's good. Like, I've been waiting out here for you in the parking lot. I thought maybe I could fix your car for you. Like, he just talks like a moron. Like, right? Like, it's so stupid that it's like funny. Like, I don't know why. Like, hey Kurt, since maybe you like tag teams, you can put me in a tag team with him. Like, we could be like, he's just like, oh my god, it's so bad. He is like a video game. Like a video game bad guy, even though he's like the good guy. He's just like, he's like Resident Evil, like we were talking about with the other Resident Evil thing. The master of unlocking. Well, perhaps since I'll be in the championship match, I'll be doing something with my fist to your face. Like, it's like, what the fuck, bro? Like, are you real?
What did I miss? Because why did he turn on Kevin tonight? I saw Kevin run to the ramp, but I missed like the 20 seconds before that.
I don't know.
I don't understand why Kevin started to run from him. I was trying.
I
to
thought
find that out.
I thought he kind of like yelled at him or something, and then he got pissed because I missed it. But I did see when Kevin was running away. He looked like an idiot running at the top of the ramp, and then they like cut away like nothing was gonna happen. But then they cut back like he's like, "You looking for the guy with the bowling ball in his under his t-shirt?"
Yeah, because maybe I didn't miss anything because he literally. I remember Owen screaming like, "We did great. What's your problem?" And he went for like a high five.
It seemed like no reason. It seemed
and then
like
Strowman just like he ran to the back and Strowman started chasing him, and I was like, "All right, why?" And then he flipped his car, and I like how Adam Ant even pointed out too. You could see the smoke machine, tubes attached to the back of the car to make the smoke come out of the hood.
It was,
and why would there be a valet there at the? It's a shipping entrance. It's not made for normal pedestrian vehicles, and
it was a straight Three Stooges thing. Like it was just a look. Like he assumed he was going to be attacked, so then he ran away, and because of that, he was then attacked. That's what I got out of it. Maybe I missed something.
I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss something. Like he just started chasing him.
I might have missed something still. I don't know.
No, everybody said that for real. It just kind of happened.
Oh God! See, like what the fuck?
Yeah, I just again, Shockmaster, like Liquid Motion said, like that's kind of what it feels like at times. It was just over the top ridiculous. They've jumped the shark with Braun for some of these things.
I don't even mind it. I just think it's like I don't like him as a main thing because he's so ridiculously lurchy, but I love it still. It's the weirdest thing. It's like I love it. It's like Duke Nukem. You know what I mean? Like I want some bitches.
That entire match and angle was just asinine because last week and weeks before you have him teaming up with Finn Balor to take on Baron Corbin. Now you have Finn on the other team, so the audience is cheering Corbin by association, and you're working with Kevin Owens. It was already the night of tag teams anyways. Generated G53 sent you that. Raw's tag. Like, that was pretty much it.
Well, not only is Raw's tag, but you remember a couple weeks ago I mentioned that they're yelling tag every time someone tags in.
Yeah.
What is up with that?
Odd as well.
Like, this started 2 weeks ago, and it's like every time there's a tag, they don't just say, like, he made the tag, or Braun makes the tag, or he tags in, or he tagged him, or, like, and I used to drive me nuts when they wouldn't say anything. But now it's like, tag. Like, I've never heard them clearly say tag every time. Every time. Tag. Like, though, and if they're in the middle of talking, like, Michael Cole, like, Coach will be like, so what they really need to do is tag! Like, okay. Like, is isolate Braun Strowman, but it's like they got to make sure to scream tag. Yeah. Like, something's going on where they were like, the audience is confused who's in the ring, or like if there was a tag, like they're seeing it and not seeing that they saw it, and then people are writing on social media that the wrong person was in the ring, saying we messed up but we didn't. So make sure you're making them aware every time there's a tag. Like I don't know why, I don't know what it is, but it's been that has to be the reason. I don't know, but it's something was said to somebody because it's wild how much they say it now. Every time it's the same thing. It's never he tagged in, makes the tag. It's tag. Or they have to say it. Like if they back in the day, if they missed it, you might have missed it. Like clearly, if you see it and they make a tag and they switch up, you might be talking about like, oh, they've been champions for 3 weeks, and now here's Roman, like blah blah blah, and you don't necessarily say he made the tag. You just say now here's Roman stepping in, or blah blah blah. Or the tag was made, but just to say every time, tag every time. It's enraging me, actually. I don't know what the fuck. I'm getting pissed off.
Yeah, it is frustrating. It just takes you out of the moment, too. You don't need everything spelled out for you. You really don't. There is a difference, at times where they wouldn't show the tag happen, and then you'd see the person in the ring. That's due to editing and camera work. You don't need to yell tag. You just need to make sure that you can see it on the friggin' TV screen. That makes a big difference. Dunn and whoever else is responsible in the back, when they do those sharp cuts and you miss the action, and then they go for the hot tag and they zoom into the other guy crawling towards his corner instead.
Here's your logo. Work. His generated logo. WWE tag. This was WWE tag. Tag! He makes the tag! No more of that. Just tag! Very awkward. Go watch Raw again if you didn't understand it was happening. It's been going on for 3 weeks now, from what I understand. 3 weeks. Never heard of it before.
Longer.
What was that?
If not a couple weeks longer, even.
Maybe, maybe I didn't pick up on it like right away.
Bernard Scott says they're promoting the Tag movie. Yeah, maybe.
Oh my
God. At least
God.
then they'd have a reason.
Oh my God, you don't think they're really doing that, do you? 407's on the phone. What's up, 407?
Hey, what's going on, my G? How you guys doing tonight?
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good, man. Yeah, Raw was kind of bad, man. It had its moments. Bobby Lashley's kind of going in a pretty decent direction. I still think, I still think they need a little bit more with him. Hopefully, he goes over on Roman. You know what I mean? Just for the sake for him. You know what I mean? And I think a legitimate athlete versus another legitimate athlete, athlete could be a little good storyline there.
Yeah, I think it would be, and I think they could have built him a lot better, though, getting to this moment, so I'm kind of mad about that.
Well, they shit on him. I don't know if that was on purpose, but that was kind of, using and then Roman, trying to curse to get over. I don't know why he's the one that, kind of breaks the PG little, moments here and there, and, he thinks saying bitch and ass is going to get him over and shit, but...
Yeah, he sucks. It's like he still sucks.
Yeah,
it doesn't.
Oh, what did you guys think about this? It was really random, but I don't know why. It just it tickled me that the guy in the cheeseburger outfit, and then the fans started screaming like, "We want Ted," like "fuck Mojo" and "No way Jose." They were just cheering for the burger guy.
Yeah, they want Todd in the worst way.
Yeah, we're gonna get Todd over.
Yeah, and what did you guys think about that main event, man?
I like that. I like the main event. I even, even though I don't like Roman, like I even thought like it was kind of exciting.
I think that was good.
Yeah, it was even kind of exciting at the end, even though I don't like Roman. Like, and Drew McIntyre did a great job. When Roman knocked him out or hit him at the end, and he went flying out of the ring or whatever. Like, if I was a Roman Reigns fan, I would have been like jacking off to that. Like, it looked so awesome. Like, seriously, if you're a Roman fan, you would be like, "Fuck you!" Like, you would have been going nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he sold that shit perfectly.
Yeah,
he did sell it perfectly. I think Drew McIntyre is another one that he has so much potential. That's another guy that can build. I would like to see him versus Brock. For some reason. I think Drew McIntyre.
When he stared down Seth Rollins, I started getting like that old, like almost Sid Justice or Hogan vibe. Like it was just cool. But you know what, dude? Not only did Drew McIntyre sell great during the end of that match, Dolph Ziggler went into this fucking sternum first into the turnbuckle, Bret Hart style. Like,
yes, yeah.
Wow,
he did.
Dude, he crushed his sternum into that thing. It was like full on Bret Hart. Like I haven't seen someone go into the turnbuckle that way in a long time. That was awesome. Like, pretty good match, man. Pretty good main event. That was.
Yeah. That was a great main event. I think my only another gripe, because I'm a big Kevin Owens fan, but it feels like they're going down the I don't know if this storyline's gonna go to the point where he's like getting bullied and the fans are like kind of, hey, we feel bad for Kevin now, you know what I mean? Leave him alone. But you were saying earlier how, Braun is kind of like one of those, he's kind of like, I don't know, he has like that weird, he's like a Bebop and Rocksteady. He's like a dummy, you know what I mean? And the way he talks and his mannerisms, and he's very over the top. And, Kevin Owens is put in a corner now where he's just basically running away from this guy, and last time, Kevin Owens is Universal Champion. Now you got him like, just running away like a bitch. I don't know, man, but I'm a big fan of Kev, and I hope he could work with this storyline and make it good. Like, he's always good in everything he's in, but I don't know what y'all think about Kevin's direction.
Well, it's just interesting that he's kind of like Rusev. When Kevin first came into the company came into the main roster, whatever it was, 2.5-3 years ago now, he was very serious and had good wrestling matches. Like, it was really good. And
he came in as the NXT champion and went right for the top, straight into John Cena and beat him on his debut match. Like, that was the pinnacle of an entrance.
He's gone fully comedy route now. It's gone full into comedy. Like, he's like the bad guy from like the cartoon shows, like the swashbuckling, buckling idiot.
I don't even feel like he was relevant when he held the Universal title, because it was given to him the night he got it by Triple H. Seth got pedigreed. There was that. And then from there, it was just, he didn't really have many great defining matches. So I don't feel like he's been height of his game in quite a long time. And you figure everything that happened leading up to that was the WrestleMania the year before. Yeah. You know, you figure after he got the Universal title and lost it to, you know, Goldberg, I don't really feel like he's been in the limelight much since then. Him and Shane with the whole face-off with Daniel Bryan, maybe you could say a little bit. Yeah, they got some main event stuff, but even then, he wasn't the focus of the feud. It was either Shane or Daniel Bryan.
Yeah. The most relevant thing he did recently that I can think of, you know, and that's a good point that you bring up, was when he headbutted Vince on SmackDown, which was real cool, and they could have gone somewhere with it, but then, you know, the next week, they just kind of, you know, they didn't really go nowhere with it. They didn't make him, you know, like a crazy, vicious heel. He just came out and, you know, I don't even know what he did. It wasn't memorable. All I remember was what he did then, you know, so it sucks to say because I'm a big fan of Kevin, but yeah, he hasn't really done anything relevant, you know, and it kind of sucks. But I hope they do something else with Drew McIntyre, man. I would like to see him go against Brock. But anyway, just wanted to get on the show, talk to you guys. Hope you guys have a good night.
Thanks, man. Yeah, good stuff. Good call. Good to hear from you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, Kevin could be super entertaining, as we know. He's a great heel. I mean, even on the house show circuit, he was always like, oh, my God. You know, you hear everybody raving about him because he never really breaks that kayfabe much. You know, he really sticks to his character, plays his, you know, motivations and everything straight from the chest. Like, I've always enjoyed him, and his matches are usually pretty good. And he can have excellent matches, too. It just, I don't feel like we've seen any of those in far too long.
Yeah, he's kind of like, he's a little bit like Jericho-ish, like where he can turn from pretty confident bad guy to a kind of a cowardly bad guy, and then he throws the comedy in there. And it's comedy, man. I mean, like, it is. Him running away from Braun for no reason, really, then, oh my God, you're a scary big guy. You know, it's like, I feel like Kevin Owens from Ring of Honor, Kevin Owens from NXT, and even Kevin Owens from other times up here on the main roster would have said, I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of you. Like, he'd be so ridiculous, fearless that he would get his ass kicked, as opposed to run away first with just a look. So it's, you know.
Yeah, there was no cowardice. There was no hiding. It was, you know, take the ball and make it your court.
Yeah. Hey, we got our friend Blake on the phone over there in San Diego. So he
was there live tonight.
Oh, was he? Okay, yeah, there we go. What's up,
Jake,
Blake?
what's going on, Buzz?
Hey, man, you get any? You rub anybody's bunghole there?
Nah, just fingering myself, homie.
All right. Well, hey, how was it?
Well, I got free tickets, so I can't bitch much. But here we go.
That's cool.
The crowd was dead tonight. The only time it got lit up was when Bayley turned on Sasha and the main event. The main event, I was texting Jake right in the middle of it. The arena was on fire. Everything from "This is awesome" to "Fight Forever," everyone was cheering. I haven't felt that San Diego crowd go that hot in a long, long, long time. So that was a damn good feeling for that match.
A great main event.
The ending, the disqualification, you know, Dolph got a lot of heat, but no, it was an okay crowd tonight. But you know, it was what it was. I give it maybe like a 4.5 out of 10.
Yeah, you were there live to give it a 4.5. So
I'd probably give it about the same rating, but not being there, yeah, that's crazy.
No, the person I took with, and that person got a free ticket fell asleep. That's how bad it was.
Oh my God! Well, you had to sit through basically 3 hours to get to that. Like when Sasha and Bayley had their attack, you probably woke up like,
and I don't know if you guys noticed, but when Bobby Lashley got the hot tag, it was clear as day. They pumped in crowd noise. It was. I heard it straight from the speakers. It was clear as day.
Oh my God! You got to be kidding!
That doesn't surprise
clear
me.
As day. It was like a big pop. It's like, what the hell? And then it just went away. All like that crowd noise went for like 3 seconds and then it turned off.
I'll have to go watch that. That's weird. Wow.
Well, you know, it makes sense too, and I don't doubt it because they want to make Bobby, you know, seem more important than they've built him up to be so far. They're going to try and correct some of their mistakes. So.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it played on the commercials or not, but they advertised the WWE 2K19 Rey Mysterio as the exclusive pre-order.
I saw that. Yeah.
Kind of an odd choice. I mean, I'm not complaining by any means. It's just feels just unnatural at this point. Like, not what I was expecting. I figured they would have done Rousey like people were, you know, touting about a few weeks ago, or something just a bit more. I don't want to say relevant because that's not fair to Ray, but Well, I mean, he did just have Rey Mysterio Day. That was a big deal in San Diego. So.
Yeah, every year because this is the one where it's like usually Ultimate Warrior, Sting, something like that, and this year it's Rey Mysterio. But yeah, I guess
it's not to say he doesn't earn it.
You don't like Ray, do you, Jake? You don't like people in masks. You told me this before. You don't like people in masks. Son of a bitch.
He's from here. I don't like the guy either. I really don't. He's not that much of a respectful guy around here. He's just like
really.
Wow, what?
No, I'll tell you straight up.
Surprised coming from
a person, and I was about to do business with him like 10 years ago, and then he straight up just went full WWE on me and turned his back on me. I was actually got him involved when Petco Park at the Padres game first opened up. I actually knew someone who could actually offer him to throw the first pitch, and I was going to get like the whole like shindig, all that good stuff, and then all of a sudden it's like, no, WWE will take it from here, and he didn't throw out the first pitch for like 2 years. So people pretty much told me to go fuck myself. So,
well, WWE won't let those guys work any deals themselves. Like they make you go through all those assholes in the office.
Definitely.
That's maybe why he blew you off, because he can't do anything.
And Matt the Misfit said, according to 2K, it's Ray and an unknown or unnamed superstar, so there's one more to be announced.
So maybe it is Ronda.
Yeah, maybe. Or Rousey will be DLC. Yeah, like Blue Easy said. So
I want to play as my own
after Raw went off the air.
I want to play as my own character with Ronda Rousey's tits, though.
I took off, but it was an 8-man tag that lasted for 5 minutes, and of course the faces won.
I figured. Okay. You just need to get some tits, Joe. That's it.
Yeah, well, I'm getting there actually, but I want Ronda's though. Like I want to.
Yeah, well, don't we all?
I'll make sure I get Ronda's boobies.
On a quick side note, speaking of boobs, obviously we saw Charlotte's pictures for the Body magazine.
Yeah, baby. She looked like fucking He-Man, dude. She looked like He-Man, dude. The power of Grayskull on her ass.
And I know that a few people tagged us in different photos. That was pretty funny. B. Lee sent us one of like her with a goddamn melon going up her ass, or
I can't even show the photos because
because then YouTube will I think it was an eggplant, not a melon, excuse me, and YouTube will demonetize that quickly. But Stephanie McMahon is touting the fact that it's the first WWE superstar to be in the Body magazine, the Body issue, and it's not, because Ronda was in there before, and so was Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio was in it?
Yeah, Rey was in there.
Oh my god.
He was naked flipping a tire with his mask on. I'm not kidding. Can't make this shit up, but
dude, I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah, that's why I don't like him. No, seriously, it drives me nuts that Stephanie goes ahead and she always has to go ahead and pull this shit. And I was talking with Diva Bible before. The revolution only goes so far. How many manufactured moments and tweets do you need? They're all lies most of the time. Charlotte's not the first one on your roster to be in the magazine. Just say congratulations.
Did they paint her muscles?
Why does it have to be the first?
Why does it have to be Charlotte?
Yeah.
Did they paint her muscles on? Where did it? Wow.
It looks very weird in the photos.
Yeah.
It's very airbrushed, you can tell, but
yeah, can I be in the Body and they just paint ribs on me?
They'd make me look like freaking, oh god.
Look at the right side tit. It's hanging
down. It's still laying low. It's still laying low. Yeah, that's the crazy one is that back shot of her though with her bum.
When she's bending over, setting up for the figure 4, yeah.
Hell yeah.
No doubt she's definitely, put in the time and the effort. But
what do you think? Buy or sell Ric Flair jacks off to that?
Well, he tweeted it out no one looks as good as the Queen.
Woo!
Oh man!
And that's what Diva Bible said. Isn't it awkward for your father to tweet out nude pictures of your daughter?
Woo! I would tweet out.
I understand the circumstance, but
it's some guys. It's weird. Some guys would be like, "Don't you dare look at my daughter! I'll kill you." Other guys would be like, "I don't want my daughter seen like that." But there's another group of guys that legitimately want to show off their daughter in a weird way. It's almost to gloat to I don't know what it is, to gloat to other guys or to gloat to other people. Look at how pretty my daughter is. You can't get her. It's weird, but I swear to God, it's so there's something to it.
I can understand, trying to support body positivity in some aspect, being oh, well, she's comfortable with herself and proud of her body, but And again, it just feels uncomfortable.
What's going to happen if Triple H's kids Google Charlotte Flair now and they find those photos?
Well, she'll never be allowed in the Hall of Fame.
You're not getting in the Hall of Fame now, Charlotte. Woo!
You allowed that to be ruined with Sports Illustrated.
Man, I'm looking.
Anyway, parking was $20.
Oh, really?
What? Oh, $20 for parking? That's not bad.
That's not bad at all. When I went to the Boston freaking aquarium, it was 45 or 50 for parking.
Damn.
Yeah. I think it was like 48 something and change. I almost shit a brick. It was
Man,
ridiculous.
they've had some giant fat dudes in this magazine too.
I got a chance.
Wow, you could be in this, Jake.
And maybe they'll airbrush me to look like one of the guys on the set of 300. You know?
Wow. Yeah, you could be in this.
I wouldn't have a six-pack. I just have a ab. One giant ab.
This is crazy. Wow, this is so weird, man.
Yeah, some of them are like, some people are impressive. Other people, you're like, I can definitely tell. The wall behind you looks a little warped.
They seemingly put too many guys in it. Like all I see is guys in this thing. Like, why don't they have more girls?
The Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue for the men, so this is more for the women, I believe.
Oh, really? So this is like...
It kind of always felt that way. It always seemed like there was more men than women.
Yeah, that's why I don't...
Under the guise of saying,
Yeah, guys
inclusivity for everybody, but this is a way to attract the women.
Well, Gay Pride's coming up.
Oh,
that too.
We should go march in it and then find our counterparts.
No, I'm good.
Doppelgangers.
I'm good now.
It's all good, man. You got to try it, man. It's like you go right inside. It's amazing. All right, well, hey, Blake, man. I'm glad you had a good time. I'll let you go, man. Blake, good to hear from you, though, bro.
Hey, yeah, Joe, but one more thing, and I swear to God, this is the truth. We need a Ryback versus Stone Cold round 2.
I know.
Or we just need, what was the other thing I was missing? But yeah, Stone Cold Ryback round 2.
We just got to catch up with Ryback and find out what he's been doing. I want to know what he's been up to all these...
sucking dick, bro.
Yeah.
Do you understand how many dicks I've sucked in the last 1 year? I have swallowed 17 penises. All of them were Pat Patterson.
All right. Thanks, Blake. I will try to get that. I will try to work that out. Yeah, there's really, it's... Raw's a mess tonight, again, as always, I think. And a sleeper again,
really?
Didn't enjoy the beginning. How about Matt Hardy crashing down on the back of his head? I thought that was really hurt.
Up?
Yeah, I thought they fucked up.
Yeah. They're supposed to make it look like, somebody watched too much Deadpool 2 recently, and luck is actually a superpower. Because they're going to have the B team win continually through
bullshit,
accidental means. Like, if Matt didn't trip and, he didn't land that way, then they wouldn't have won. That's the kind of victories they want for them going forward.
Yeah.
I read that the other day about creative. They're planning and rehearsing these boneheaded type moments to allow them to get the upper hand.
Oh my God, they're gonna they're gonna come out, dude. They're gonna come out, and Curtis Axel's gonna be eating a banana, and then he's gonna he's gonna be eating the banana on the ramp, and they're gonna look at each other and get ready to ring, and he'll throw it down, and then they'll get in the ring for the match, and then later on they'll be outside running around, the guy will be chasing him, and he'll be running away, and the other guy will slip on the banana peel and hit his head, and the referee will count at 10 and they'll win. It'll be shit like that. I don't know. You can only live off that. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's not something that is sustainable. And for everybody that was about the B team in the beginning, I was like, oh yeah, these feel like underdogs, and I even liked their little promo in the back, portraying Hardy and Wyatt. That was funny, especially Bo, because he does his brother, imitating him very well. Being it is your brother, I think, you have the similar sound and you don't really realize it. And my God, they're ruining them so quickly. This is not, like I said, it's not a sustainable way to attain victory week after week if they're just going to have them flub and accidentally, win the match.
We're going to see that banana peel thing. We're going to see that banana peel thing.
I bet you we do. If they're going to go comedy angle with it, I'd rather them go just fucking crazy and do something really outlandish and all the way. Rather than make us wait weeks and weeks to see people and, I was like, am I dreaming, or the Authors of Pain really on TV? And then we see him with, what was their name? Rex and Rob or something. Like it was bizarre.
That was hilarious. Talent. Matt Hardy's dead, by the way.
Rick and Rex Gibson. That's who it was.
The best was when Corey Graves went, and somehow I don't think that's their real name. Well, that's really their last name.
I caught that. And my God, they tooled the hell out of those guys. When I think it was Razor, he threw one of the two off the side onto the apron, and it just spiked him down.
Oh my God! You said apron. You said apron, but I don't know why it sounded like rape room. Anyone else hear rape room? Because I heard rape room.
Rape room.
Hey, yeah, the Hardy's dead. Matt Hardy's dead. Broken gimmick. Just fucking.
Yeah, that's out the window as well.
Shock factor's out the window.
Yeah.
Shock factor's out the window.
And they're going to have another deletion match at some point. It's going to be a tag deletion with these two.
It's taking way too long.
About doing it at SummerSlam.
It's not even
on the pre-show because no one's going to care.
It's not even close to what it was in TNA at this point. It's garbage.
And I really thought at one point in time, oh my God, think about it. The Hardys paid out of pocket for finances for everything that they had to do. So with a WWE budget behind them, imagine what they could get done. Imagine the lengths of which they'd go to, make this gimmick get over. And with the right budget and financing and support, this could be bigger than ever. It could be larger than life. Nope, Let's fuck it up. Let's not do anything. Nothing was special. Nothing feels organic. It was all just forced and just it failed. It's
horrible. It's absolutely depressing. The best thing about it ever was in TNA. For the 6 months it was hot in TNA, it was one of the best things in wrestling.
It was hot because it made me watch TNA.
Yeah,
right then and there. It made people go and give TNA a chance.
Can you believe that it wasn't last summer? It was the summer before last summer that we were having such a fun time watching Matt Hardy.
Feels like
I like
yesterday and then like ages ago.
If you guys go back and watch my Impact reviews at that time when I was still doing Impact reviews, if you watch that, I can remember on one of the episodes or somewhere at some point, at least twice I said it. I said, remember this time, because anybody who watched this and was like captivated by this, you're going to remember this as one of the best, like one of the better times in wrestling. Like there's going to be years later where you're like, remember when they were doing that thing with the broken stuff? That was awesome. Like that summer was awesome. The fireworks, the backyard, the deletion, the goofy shit Matt Hardy was doing. And it is absolutely dead. It's like a parody of itself that sucks. They even got him music. Like, what a waste of time and a waste of everything. What just utter garbage has come of this for no reason.
Nowhere.
I get what they're doing, but it's so lackluster. What they did in TNA was an 8 out of 10. Maybe, something like that, 8.5 out of 10. What they're doing in WWE right now is a 4 out of 10 or a 3 at best. Just depressing to know that
I could even give it a 2 at times. Like, it's just very uninspiring. And Matt can put on pretty good matches. I mean, for the most part, you know what he's going to hit in this like he follows a certain wavelength and stride. But even then, with the right opponent, it could be really exciting. We've seen it with his brother. We've seen it with, even in the older days, like against MVP, he had really good matches. And, that wasn't that long ago. We've seen it in TNA. But now, I can't recall one good match since he's been back with this solo run, with the broken gimmick.
Yeah. Yeah, this has been terrible. We got a sort of a pretty decent deletion in WWE. Although it was abbreviated, it was like kind of decent. But before that, it was just way too long of nothing, and after that, now it's been just too long of nothing to me. Like, it's just so slow. It's draining the life of me. I don't know how anybody else could get invest in it when I can't get invested in it. I can barely goddamn speak, for Christ's sake, about it. But what else happened? Curtis Axel, who cares? Authors of Pain, we talked about that. We move on to...
we saw Rex and Rick Gibson, as you said, and then you see Titus, Apollo Crews run out. It's like, we waited all these weeks to see them, fight with the guys from catering. Like, it doesn't work. Why? They didn't need to fight Rex and Rick Gibson to make a defining statement. That's where you have Heath Slater and Rhino come out, or Breezango, and they actually had a really good match with Breezango. I saw it on Twitter from last Monday. It was good. For an opening bout that was on, whatever they had it. It was good.
I would assume that they squashed the hell out of those guys, and now they'll beat the primetime players or whatever they are now. I forget. Probably pretty easily as well. So it's kind of like...
Hopefully it's not drawn out.
I know. I think it's really to build them. Like, I actually didn't mind it that much because I was like, okay, well, they beat the crap out of these loser guys, and now Titus O'Neil's going to come out with Apollo, and they'll still get beat easily at some point. Not that easy, but they'll get beat. So, like, it gives them something to do, and so I don't mind that too much. I really don't, because what else are they going to do,
I'm just anticipating the next step, and I'm just afraid that it's going to be... Oh, now we're going to see this for 5+ weeks.
Oh, I don't. I think they're screwed. I think they're done because, what are they going to do with anybody? They don't know what they're doing with anybody, so they're screwed. I don't care. But
and Becky Lynch and others are still fighting for a women's tag team.
Yeah, they need it at this point, but they won't do anything with it anyway if they get it, so they don't need it.
But what would they do? Most times when we see the women, it's either pointless with the champion or it's a mixed tag, or multi-women tag anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what they could do.
6 or 8 women.
I mean, they do need something, but they don't need 2 women's belts then. They need 1 women's belt, 1 tag team belt for the women, and that's it. They're good.
Like I said for years now, they should have done it like they did 205 Live. The women could have had their own show and been featured on Raw.
Yeah, or
there wouldn't have been a problem with it. Women's champion, middle champ, something like the IC or US title, and tag champs. You might not even need the middle title. But still, they had their own show, make it an hour long. What's wrong with that? Air it Wednesdays.
Man, I don't know about that, but maybe. But
I bet you that would have worked so much better. Then they could have had consistent storylines, and it wouldn't be so garbled and a mess week to week.
I wouldn't even mind if they were like, here's the WWE Women's Champion. We got her this week on Raw. You know what I mean? Or like, here she is. She was on Raw last night, but now she's on SmackDown. Just have them go wherever. Have them do the things on both shows, and maybe
then have their own show as well.
Yeah, then if they want to have their own show, they could do that too. Yeah, I mean,
because once they got the cruiserweights off of Raw, I don't know how much 205 Live you do get to check out, but once they took them off of Raw and just focused all their energy on having them strictly on 205 Live, it's been action-packed entertainment every week consistently. It's been great matches, tournaments, everything pretty much makes sense.
Yeah.
They got away from most of the comedic bullshit that we were seeing, like the Enzo era there.
Yeah.
And, there's identifiable characters. They have motivations. They have, heels and faces that actually make sense and stick to their roles. They really, they're helping build these people, and it's entertaining. I wish it got more coverage.
Well, let me go to the, let's see if we got any comments here, donations.
Pour me a beer. You've got a new subscriber.
We got Sanjeet Singh. Thank you very much for subbing to the channel. What's up, man? We get a couple people chiming in, though, in a minute. But wait for that glass to be poured full so we can dump it down his throat. Get drunk and touch a... Oh, shit.
What it is, Joe and Jake.
What's up?
Question mark. Holy shit, does WWE like making their champions lose in non-title matches? They are wildly wrong. Footages. Out my buns. I would say more, but my pappy used to tell me, if you have something on your mind, best to keep it there.
Best to keep it there.
Footages.
DJ M3, thank you. All I know is my whole life, all I've had is a snake, Damien, to keep me company, DJ. Come on, man.
Javier.
Bailey. I want some Bailey. Holy shit, I've always wanted to. Fuck Bailey, but I got the biggest hard-on watching Bailey destroy Sasha.
Jesus.
That's the Bailey we should have seen against Alexa after she lost the Raw Women's title.
Yep. Yeah, that would have been the Bailey that would have made sense with the story, right? If Bailey had gone crazy and snapped and then been badass. Instead, we got Bailey flirting with Corey Graves in an interview, acting awkward, and then going back to her other self.
I forgot about that.
What was that, dude? What was that whole thing? The This company is from Mars, dude. Like, they're on another planet with their writing.
They're just
like,
out there.
Weird shit. Thank you very much, Javier. And we got more coming. Let's see what else we got.
Pour me a beer. You've got a new subscriber.
Maurice Haywood subbing to the channel.
While we're waiting for more to roll in, happy birthday, Justin Marchesini from Massachusetts himself.
Oh, shit.
It finally passed midnight, so happy birthday, Justin. Hopefully you have a great one.
Happy birthday, Justin. Yeah, that's a good dude. And yeah, he's right up here. He's right here. Justin, it's
right.
B's long-time listener.
Yeah.
Thought I was going to need Jake Roberts' cocaine to keep me awake during RAW, but it was
cocaine.
Okay, overall too many made-up team tags tonight. Love the Bailey hero heel turn.
Yeah. That was a pretty damn good heel turn there. I will say that. Thank you very much. Kalelbama. What's up, Kalelbama? Dude, I would give anything at this point to see anything that's bad. I would rather watch Jake Roberts beat up crack dealers in the audience. Let's go listen to that sex call in a minute, too, by the way. Hey, Freak Out, thank you for subbing to me on Twitch. We're normally playing PUBG many nights after this stream, especially on Tuesdays and Wednesdays and Thursdays. So make sure you guys be there for that. Sometimes we play out on Monday nights. I don't know what's going on tonight, baby. We're playing something tonight. Diablo or PUBG, maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe. I'm not sure yet. 100%. We may just go to bed tonight. I don't know. But Freak Out, thank you for the sub. You guys keep me going on Twitch all the time. We get a pretty good consistent stream of people over there.
Super
Here comes Steven. Here he comes with some shit.
Dear CCK, you might to bring 3 more sets of CCK.
Oh, what? What's CCK?
I think he means cock.
German, it's C-O-C-K, you fucking numbskull. Jesus. CCK, what the fuck, bro? Oh, I love you, Steven German, you fucking illiterate fuck. I love you.
I'll put you in a body cask. Never forget.
Man, I love it. Steven, you're the man. Hey, listen. Real quick, let's go to 573. What's up, 573? Hey, you're live. 573, you're live. What's up?
Sorry, I don't agree with the Sasha thing.
You wanted to, what the deal with the Sasha thing?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that the new?
Yeah.
Is that the new gangster talk? Is this like fucking?
I don't agree with the Sasha thing.
What the fuck was that, dude? Yeah. Fucking. Oh my Christ, dude! What is going on, man?
You what? Yeah.
What do you guys like about the Sasha thing? You know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You hear this? You hear this?
No.
I'm gonna trigger you. Hold on. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. What you know about that? The fuck you know about that? Oh yeah. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm about to call this motherfucking show. What I'm about to say, I don't know. I'ma spit from my asshole. Yeah, That's the shit I say when I get on the air. Nothing can fuck me up from making this call with this dumbass blank fucking stare. Look at my face, it looks like my words. Motherfucking everything I say is turds. What the fuck do I say when I call this show? I don't know, and my mother is a hoe. Suck my dick, you stupid bitch. All I gotta say is fuck the rich. Yo, eat the bitch, eat the shit. Al Smith always saying eat the rich. Eat my shit, eat my goddamn dick. Yo, I'ma call the show and spit with it. That's what I say when I get on the show. Joe Cronin Show, what's up with this? I'm gonna call up and take a piss. I'm not gonna talk about wrestling or this or that or facts. Yo, my mother is fat, and I wax my carrot to that. Look at her breasts. And she got a tat right on her ass. Yo, Joe Cronin, I'm calling your show. I wanna have sex with you in a purple goddamn dildo. Oh, Enzo. I really wanted Sasha to have sex with Bailey instead of fighting. I wanted them to smell each other's clams. I wanted them to gobble up. That poon. Grab a face, then mush it all over the place. Rub one up inside her face and chocolate face and lick it. Put her tongue inside her eye, then rub her thans up and down her thigh. Sasha Bailey to somehow conceive a baby. This is what happens when you call the show, and like that's what you got, man. I like mur. Hey, you're on the air. Blur.
Pour me a beer. You've got a new subscriber.
Blur. Hey, Lem Wape. I think I said your name wrong, probably, but thank you for subbing. You get it. You know, I tried. You know, you get it. I tried to fucking hit you there.
How about we talk about the UK tournament and Tony Storm?
The what? How about we talk about the UK tournament? Yeah, no doubt about it. Tony Storm's fat ass. Thank you for the $4. I'm going to be talking about the UK tournament on Patreon, I believe, tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow will be up on Patreon. I'll be talking all about the UK shit over there. Thank you, Tony Storm's fat ass, for the $4. I'm sure it's going to be better than Raw.
I saw the first about hour and a half. I was watching it in pieces after it aired, and it was really good so far.
I saw the first 45 minutes that I missed. I'm like, you know what? I got to go back and even rewatch it because I was kind of like interrupting in between all of it, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm going to try to watch all of it. Miles Shahan, thank you very much for follow. I hope I didn't fuck up your name. Like I fucked up everybody's goddamn everybody's name.
That's what happens.
I think we got one more maybe coming in from Stoco Ski Boston.
Give it a hell yeah!
Kurt tells Bailey, "You're going to counseling or you're fired." Meanwhile, in the arena, out walks Braun Strowman, who coincidentally dodged any counseling despite attempting murder on countless occasions on live TV.
Right.
He later destroys KO's car.
Yeah, I will say, I thought that's why I rolled my eyes at the counseling. You're going to counseling. You're going to counseling. Well, Kurt, you fucking bald-headed idiot. You kept putting her with Sasha, who she didn't want to be put with, over and over again, and then they had a fight. Why does Bailey have to go to counseling? Why doesn't Braun Strowman have to go to counseling? Why doesn't Kevin Owens have to go to counseling? Why doesn't everybody have to go to counseling at this point? You know, why didn't Sami Zayn have to go to counseling for bringing 3 dudes out there who dressed up as women that he took back and probably banged earlier that night? You know, like, I mean, dude, it just makes no sense. It's so cheesy and stupid that it's pathetic. Let's just say it's pathetic. It's terrible.
Yeah, no doubt.
And I don't really know what else to say about it because it's terrible. And it's pathetic. Dude, I don't know where else to go with Raw tonight. That's all I got. You know what I mean? It's fucking 4 out of 10. And the main event was great. I thought the main event was good. It really was. I thought. I enjoyed what they did at the main event. That could have started the show. It could have been in the middle of the show. It would have been the match. It would have been the thing of the night, wherever it was placed. But at least it was last, so I had something positive to see last. Because I don't know.
And that's the thing. Like, I know the match itself was really good. Some of the things, Dolph, when he kicks out of him, you're like, damn, he just, the Falcon Arrow. I'm not so sure he would have made it out of that. Some of the things, and he manages to kick out, and I know it's part of the build up to it, and a lot of people do it, but he sells so well that you're like, wow, that looks devastating. And that's the thing about Dolph. He is great in the ring, no doubt about it.
Yeah,
his character just bores the shit out of me.
It does bore me too, but like it didn't matter to me tonight because tonight was one of the first nights I really liked him in the ring because of the ring psychology they were using and because of Dolph Ziggler's selling. When he went, it solidified it for me when he went sternum first into that buckle, man. He fucking tooled the shit out of himself. That was awesome. Like, nobody else has the balls to do that. That was crazy.
That frog splash, too. He sold the hell out of that for a good near fall.
Yeah, this was like the better side of Dolph, I thought, tonight. And then mix it with Seth. I thought it was, pretty good, pretty damn good. I
just had high hopes, months back when they went ahead and they were going to repackage Dolph and what we were going to see from him. And apparently, all the rumors about his contract that never, followed through and amassed to nothing. It was all these different things. And it's like, oh, wow, we're going to see huge changes from him.
But don't you think he's better now with Drew? Don't you think like this is an interesting dynamic compared to where he was?
I feel like it's the same old Dolph just with Drew added on. I don't really think... I think Drew's adding to him, but he's not adding to Drew.
Well, I think that Drew is adding to him, but in turn, it is adding to Drew because I think it is working. I really do. I know that's crazy, but I think
it's not crazy because I could see the argument on how Drew's being elevated by just being with Dolph in the casual fan's mind. But I feel like they probably wouldn't have, granted. But in an ideal world, they would have gotten there without Dolph needing to carry Drew.
Yeah.
So, ideally, that would have been, case in point. But realistically, that probably wouldn't have happened. So, without Drew being the catalyst, Dolph being the catalyst, I don't think Drew would have seen much limelight at all.
Yeah.
I do appreciate that fact. But, especially after seeing, Dolph for no reason whatsoever, nor was it ever acknowledged, just unceremoniously discarding the U.S. title after winning it. Now we go ahead and we see him so proud to have the IC title. It's just, it's bizarre. Those kind of motivations really make you scratch your head. What, because one belt was better than the other? Or was it just that you didn't like that one? Or did you not want to be champion at that point in time? Here we thought, oh, then maybe he's going on to win the Royal Rumble and that's why he gave up the U.S. title. Nope, that was not the case at all. He just felt like sucking, so.
Oh, felt like sucking, baby.
That's it.
Listen, let's go to our buddy. On the phone is Matt the Misfit. What's up, Matt?
I'm even shocked I'm still awake.
I'm really tired, I gotta be honest. I was thinking about playing Diablo live tonight or PUBG, and I'm going to sleep.
Vader should have got a Tim Bell salute tonight.
Oh my God, you're right.
You're
what?
So right. Especially when you said his last opponent was Heath Slater.
Did they mention? Wait a minute.
That's going to stick to Heath Slater for the rest of his life. He's going to be the one.
I missed the beginning of Raw. Did they mention Vader?
No.
I think they did the little in memory thing. That was
did they do the? Okay,
they had no
no mention of Vader at all through the entire
Did
night.
they mention him?
It was just a little graphic, but no vignette or... I don't consider the graphic enough. I really don't.
Well, he's lucky he got one. Some people didn't.
I know some people don't, granted, but they could have put together a 30-second or minute-long, montage.
Nothing for Vader but the, hey, in memory of Vader.
Yeah.
Vader
to me, I know that's acknowledging, but I don't consider that much acknowledgement.
Yeah.
Though Killian Dane doing the Vader bomb, he did that. He was doing that as like a more of a tribute, but now that's going to be more of like a different type of tribute to Vader now. So him doing that.
Yeah, probably will be. Yeah.
SmackDown already wins because they got Nakamura and Hardy tomorrow night. They're doing the feud.
Well, they better do something because, I mean, honestly, tomorrow night it's going to be about beating, to me, in my mind, beating Dolph Ziggler and Seth. If they do anything to beat that, then they win.
Well, I mean, Nakamura and Hardy could probably pull that off.
I think they can.
Maybe, yeah.
And then, because my thing was, AOP, they brought AOP back to feud with Titus O'Neil.
Yeah.
But SmackDown is doing the feud I'm more interested in, which is Sanity and Usos, because those two are going to tear the fucking house down.
Look at their track record. They brought Bobby Lashley in, and his first feud was with Sami Zayn. So, in a goofy thing.
That first feud is a huge hurdle to
Bobby Lashley
climb.
He was Bobby Lashley. Well, tonight he was pretty good. A little bit.
No, they were speaking about Bobby Roode. There was no Bobby Roode tonight either.
Yeah, no Roode tonight.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bobby Lashley, not Bobby Roode. Yeah. I'm saying the wrong guy.
But yeah, there was no Roode tonight. He didn't, make any TV time. That's what I'm saying. They ignore people for weeks. Then we'll get them to come back out, and like what Joe said, that makes perfect sense. Just to bring them in to make them recognizable for house shows. But still, it's pretty disgusting that that's what has to happen.
And I did watch some of the UK stuff. That was some good shit. Tony Storm is amazing.
Yeah, Joe Coffey has to be hired.
Yeah,
Jack Gallagher. That first match was incredible.
Did you know who trained Joe Coffey, by the way?
Who?
Killian Dane.
Really?
Hey, Killian Dane.
I can see that.
Damn.
On Twitter. He was pulling for him to get signed. If he doesn't get signed, I'm like, there's something wrong with that.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
And then I guess a great 6-man tag match between the British Strong Style and the Undisputed Era. And then tomorrow is NXT Takeover to London 2. I'm going to call it that because basically
that's pretty much what it is.
And then did you see the shitty ass remake of Sanity's theme I did on Twitter?
Yes.
I'm like, are you crazy? This is crazy that I actually found the fucking police dispatcher there.
Yeah, you go figure.
That is funny.
I don't know how I found it.
I don't know how you did either.
That's pretty funny, man.
I took the I guess Primus's forget that song. My Name is Mud, because that's basically the song they're using in Sanity.
Yeah, it does sound like that. That's
the
funny.
Same bass beat. Yeah,
same kind of like slap bass, like weird. I put Generated on the phone, but I don't know if we got him.
Hey guys.
Hey, what's up, man?
On mute.
What's going on?
Hey, thanks for showing my picture I made. That literally took half a raw to make because I was trying to make it exactly like the Monday Night Raw logo, so it took forever to do.
Oh, dude, like but, as soon as Jake showed it to me, I was like, I'm making that because that's what it is, man. That tag, it's hilarious. You heard that? It's like, why are they saying that every time?
I don't know if you guys went on Twitter or not, but they just on WWE's Twitter they just posted that Sasha Banks has to also go to counseling.
Oh yeah, of course. Oh God.
So they're obviously. I don't know if it's just me or are they trying to replicate what's going on with Team Hell No with this.
Seems that way.
Yeah,
it reeks of similarity for sure.
My God,
the Team Hell No
and special. And like I said a while ago with you guys, I'm a huge Sasha Banks and Bayley fan, and the more I go in my closet where my wrestling shirts are and I look at my Bayley one, I just go, I don't even know if I want to fucking wear this in public anymore.
No, yeah, like, dude, I have a Sasha Banks shirt that was like, I was like, she's the shit. Now I just feel weird.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter's like, I should have gotten an Alexa Bliss shirt. She said it to me the other day. She's like, I don't understand why people hate her.
Like one of my friends who knows I'm a huge Bayley fan texted me. He was watching Raw. He sees this crap going on. He texts me. He's like, "Are you still a Bayley fan?" And I told him, you know what? At this point, I might as well be a fan of Becky, Dolph Ziggler, of Lynch.
Yeah, it's honest. It's unfortunately it's pathetic what's happened.
And I know a few people had tagged us in the video you were mentioning when you first called up, and it says right here, Sasha Banks learns that she has no choice other than going to counseling with Bayley, and you got Kurt going in the trainer's room telling her, and she's icing her shoulder. The acting is just truly horrendous. But even better than that, Diva Bible says, why are you booking two grown women like two kindergarten kids? # Women's Revolution. And that's the thing. Like, most of their actions just haven't made sense. We saw what happened at the, the Elimination Chamber, where Sasha, right? It was Sasha that stomped on Bayley. And from there, we got no resolution from it. And then it's just like, oh, forget about that. You never saw this. Let's fix this magically in post. And then they, and then we would see like little hints of it. But it wasn't built up months and months on. It's like it hot and cold. They'd touch on it, then they'd leave it be, and they were best friends. It just doesn't make sense. And then Nia's a face again tonight, too.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I was literally, as I was making that graphic, I hear Nia's music, and I'm like, oh, cool, Nia's going to beat up Alexa. She's with Natalia. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm like, can we please have Ronda Rousey back, please?
Yeah,
like, just,
dude.
Like, it's like I almost want to get that gif of a guy like smashing a clock and like turning the hands really quickly. Because at this point, I just want Ronda Rousey to come out with a lash, kicking ass on everyone. And it's like this is sadly the only women on the Raw roster I've been entertained with.
Yeah, and you know why?
Again,
why?
Like
Because
when I watch SmackDown, the only person I like is Becky, and that's just unfortunate.
You know why though? She doesn't even get. She's not like the wrestler that Sasha is or that Bayley is, but it's because of how they book her. So like you can book Ronda Rousey like this and book some people like this if you want. So clearly you can, and yet but they don't book anybody else like this. So it's just like, what's wrong with these people? I don't get why they do this.
It doesn't make much sense at all. And sadly, you got Nia being face again. Why? You went from her being a bully to losing her title. Now it would make sense for her to be a heel still, and now she's a face again. And Natalia, everything that she had to say, is like, but my best friend Ronda Rousey's gonna come out and kick some ass. So let's cheer because I know Ronda. That's right, I know Ronda. She's my friend. Like, talk about trying to get like clout by association. Like, that's all you have going for you as a wrestler who's been in the business that long, is that you're friends with Ronda Rousey.
Yeah,
that's how much you value yourself. That's what you think of yourself.
Yeah, dude, it's so pathetic.
That's pretty much what they're saying. Like, I know Ronda, so I'm important. Everybody back up. You can touch me one at a time. That's right. I know Ronda. Just.
All right, dude. Listen, let's get the hell out of here before we die. It's
really quick. D Moon said, Matt, change your name to Matt Sanity already. I agree.
Yeah, just be Matt Sanity. He is so weird.
Just accept it.
I don't get it because I hate Sanity now. I don't even like them because I knew they were gonna suck on the main roster. So I
hope SmackDown does something right this week with them.
How fucked up is it that you got me to bail on a group because I knew it was just gonna be piss poor probably.
That's horrendous. Remember when we were so excited about the Ascension?
Yeah, they get the fuck out of here with it at all. Slow roll sleeve Frostin, thank you for the $1. Listen, tomorrow night we'll be back with a vengeance for the SmackDown review. And we'll be ready to go, and we're gonna play some PUBG after, and then maybe some Diablo later. I might be on later playing Diablo as well at some point, but I gotta go do a couple of things. This Raw was pretty much abysmal. I give it a 4.5 out of 10 maybe because of that main event and a couple little things, but for the most part, lackluster, same old PG garbage for the most part.
I give it a 3.
Jake giving it a 3. We're barely awake. We had to sit through this and
yawning. Sorry.
Like, just we're so dead. No, I'm dead. I'm ready to pass out. Jake, I'll see you tomorrow, man.
Alrighty, yeah. Tomorrow we will tear it up and have some good times on PUBG, and hopefully SmackDown's more entertaining.
Alrighty.
All right, everybody, stay sexy and have a good night.
Stay sexy, Jake. You stay sexy, and let's hear from our buddy Jake Roberts. Let's see what exactly what Jake Roberts has to say, because Jake Roberts always has some very interesting points, So let's see if he's got some.
What's up, Jake?
I'm a sick fucker.
I'm just drinking having a couple of beers, having a good night.
Awesome. What's on your mind?
Well, it's been a rough day, sweetie, I'll tell you.
Pussy.
It's been a nice night, but just having a beer.
Okay, well, what's on your mind?
Pondering life. Just having a beer.
Well, my daddy used to say, If it's on your mind, best to keep it there.
Okay. Well, what are you calling?
You sick fuck you, man.
It's having a cigarette.
But Daddy,
I was lonely tonight, and if it's on your mind, best to keep it there.
Okay. Well, what are you calling?
you sick fuck you, man.
It's having a cigarette.
But Daddy,
I was lonely tonight, and I sit back and have a couple of drinks with my friend Damien. And my friend Damien, damn it, if he didn't pass out already.
Well, fuck him.
Yeah. Fuck him. Fuck him. Yeah, I mean, I'll get into this soon, honey. I have to have a couple of shots of Tennessee Irish whiskey or one of those things, get my throat cleared up, feel better about myself. When I was young, I got touched a lot. Yeah, my mom always loved to run her fingers around my panties. My pants.
oh no.
And I got these trust issues. But hell, they ain't never gone away.
Holy shit, I did a spit take when he said panties by accident.
Yeah.
I was on mute.
Let me hear those lips smack a little more, Cronin, while you talk.
Hello? I'm sorry, what did you say your name was?
Please stay on the line.
Oh, hello? What? No! Oh, no.
Call lasted 3 minutes.
One of my favorites. Dog goes woof, cat goes meow, bird goes tweet, and mouse goes squeak. Cow goes moo, and frog goes crow, and the elephant goes toot. Ducks and quack, fish go blow, and the seal goes ow, ow, ow. But there's one thing that no one knows. Nah, fuck that. I got something for you. Good night, everybody. Thanks for listening. We had a lot of fun tonight. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night for the Smackdown review. We'll do a little better job tomorrow night, I'm sure, because this won't suck as much. Dog goes woof, cat goes meow, bird goes tweet, and mouse goes who's that? Cow goes moo, and frog goes croak, and the elephant goes toot. Ducks and quack, and fish go blow, and the seal goes ow.